my sisters, my warriors, my givers of life. Before I even say a word more, let me hold space for your hearts, because I know you've been tired. I know you've been carrying more than you say, more than you show, and far more than this world could ever repay you for. I see you, daughters, mothers, sisters, wives, leaders, survivors. This world has asked so much of you, too much. This world has asked so much of you, too much. This world has asked so much of you, too much. Still you rise, still you pour out from your soul like the well will never run dry, but baby, it does run dry sometimes, doesn't it? And when it does, you find yourself sitting in silence, aching with a kind of loneliness that can't be explained. So let me tell you something today and let it sink in deep. Not everything sacred in you was meant to be shared, and certainly not everything you hold dear should be laid bare for a man to see, to understand. There is power in your privacy, to possess. There is divinity in your mystery. In a world that's tried to convince you that your worth is only found in your vulnerability, your availability, your openness to serve and soothe, I'm here to tell you, there are things, precious things, eternal things that must remain yours and yours alone. We have been taught generation after generation to open up everything about ourselves, our hearts, our traumas, our desires, our pain, and place them like offerings at the feet of someone who may not know what it means to honor them. But let me remind you of this. You are not a museum for someone to walk through and admire. You are not a diary waiting to be read. You are not a window into endless understanding. You are a cathedral, sacred and unshaken, and not every soul is worthy of entrance. There are things that belong only to your spirit, things rooted in your bloodline, passed down in the soft prayers of your grandmothers and the resilience of your mothers. Keep those things safe. Keep them private. The tears you've cried when no one was watching, the nights you laid awake wondering how you'd make it through another day, the way your voice breaks when you talk about your dreams, those are sacred. And not everyone deserves access to that kind of vulnerability. Not everyone will handle that kind of truth with care. Not everyone will understand the weight of your becoming. Some things you must keep wrapped in the velvet of your own soul, protected, nurtured, guarded. Keep private the way you heal, because your healing is not a show. It's not a spectacle. It's not a burden to be justified. You do not owe anyone the blueprint of your brokenness. You do not have to explain why you cry in the shower, why you stopped answering the phone, why you said no this time when you used to say yes. You are allowed to rebuild yourself in silence. You are allowed to rise again in your own way, at your own pace. Your healing is holy ground. Don't let anyone come in with dirty feet, asking questions they have no right to ask. Let them wonder. Let them guess. But don't you hand over the map to your pain unless they've earned the right to hold it. Keep private the core of your self-worth. Do not tie it to someone's opinion of your beauty, your body, your usefulness, or your ability to make someone else feel strong. You are not here to complete someone. You are not here to fix someone. You are not a life raft for someone who refuses to swim. Your value does not rise or fall based on who wants you, who leaves you, who chooses you, or doesn't. You were chosen the moment you took your first breath. That breath was sacred. That breath was powerful. That breath was proof that you are enough. Hold on to that. Keep private your intuition, your life. That soft whisper inside you. The one that tells you when something is off, when someone is lying, when it's time to walk away. That is your birthright. It is ancient, it is divine, and it is always right. You don't need someone to confirm it. You don't need permission to follow it. There will be moments when you know something in your bones and the world will try to talk you out of it. Let them talk, let them question, let them doubt. But don't you ever ignore that inner knowing just to make someone else comfortable. Your intuition is your protection. It's the voice of every woman who came before you, echoing through your soul. Listen to her, trust her, keep her sacred. Keep private your softness, I know. This world has tried to convince you that your tenderness is a weakness, that your ability to feel deeply, to love fully, to forgive endlessly is somehow naive. But baby, your softness is not a flaw. It's a gift. And it's not meant for everyone. Not everyone deserves the warmth of your embrace, the gentleness of your words, the sanctuary of your presence. Do not pour all that light into hands that do not know how to hold it. Save your softness for those who see it for what it is. Strength wrapped in grace. That kind of love should never be squandered. Private your dreams. Not everyone deserves to know what wakes you up in the morning, what makes your heart race, what visions dance in your mind when the world goes quiet. Some people will try to talk you out of them. Some will project their fear onto your fire. Don't let them. Your dreams are sacred. They were planted in you for a reason. Protect them, nurture them, speak life into them behind closed doors if you must. But don't hand them over to people who won't water them. Let your ambition be your secret garden, blooming in silence until it is undeniable. Keep private your boundaries. You do not need to explain why you said no. You do not need to apologize for choosing yourself. You do not need to justify protecting your peace. You are not selfish for refusing to be depleted. You are not cold for choosing solitude over chaos. You are not difficult for demanding respect. Your boundaries are not negotiable. They are lifelines. They are declarations that your soul is not up for sacrifice, and you don't need to write a thesis to make them valid. Set them, keep them, enforce them. Keep private the world your resilience. They don't need to know how many times you fell and got back up. They don't need to hear the full story of how you stitched your heart back together with trembling hands. They don't need to witness the quiet battles you fought in the dark. Your strength is not for spectacle. You don't need to bleed in front of an audience to prove you've survived. Let your presence speak for itself. Let your peace be the proof. You are here. You made it. That's enough. Sisters, there is so much in you that the world will try to take, try to steal, try to diminish. But you are not for consumption. You are not for convenience. You are not for conquest. You are for creation, for depth, for legacy. And to protect that legacy, there must be things you keep just for yourself. This is not about secrecy, it's about sovereignty. This is not about hiding, it's about honoring. Honoring the parts of you that are still healing, still growing, still sacred. You owe no one the full access to your spirit unless they have proven they can walk with reverence and stand beside you with truth. Let the world know what you choose to share. But let your soul remain your own, because a woman who knows what to keep private, a woman who holds her power close, a woman who honors her own mystery, that woman is unstoppable. That woman is so rise, not to explain yourself, but to embody yourself. Walk not in the need to be understood, but in the confidence that you are complete. Speak not to be validated, but to set yourself free and keep some things just for you, because you are worth the protection. You are worth the privacy. And above all else, you are worth the thank you.